Shake my hand, 365, shake my hand. Hope you guys are doing well. As you can see, happy Heritage Day. If you're in South Africa, it's obviously Heritage Day, and I just wanted to say two things before we get into the chat. So in this video, I want to break down USDCAD. I want to break down some intraday trading secrets. I hate the term secrets. It's not secrets. It's just insights, intraday trading insights that you need to know about, right? And this week, specifically in our traders war room, our public telegram, link down below, we literally specifically focused on a little bit of USDCAD, took a long-term sell and a short-term buy. So I'll explain to you what I was seeing so that you can see it for yourselves next week, all right? But real quick on Heritage Day. Africa, specifically Africa. If you're watching my stuff, you're predominantly from Africa, I appreciate you, shake my hand, but to everyone else, but especially Africa, black people, your heritage can't just be about culture. We need to start to redefine our heritage. There must be an heritage that we leave for our kids around financial knowledge, financial prosperity, all right? These are the big things we need to start thinking about, right? It's not enough what's going on in our continent, in our little countries. There is so much more that we can do for ourselves in the present and for the future generation, right? So that's kind of like the bus that I'm on right now, all right? So I want my heritage to be something different, to be something about breaking, poverty and such, right? So if you're into that kind of stuff, stick around, enjoy the channel, enjoy the information, use the information, all right? Let me know how it's going, right? Shake my hand, guys. But now let's get back into the charts as I show you USDCAD, right? So let me quickly share my screen with you, and then we can rock and roll. So I'm going to start off with my live account so that you actually see the signals that I gave and how they played out. And then we'll go to TradeView so to do some analysis. All right, so here we go. Yeah, 365. Gotta look crazy. Trying to buy, gotta look crazy. I'm trying to buy, look crazy. I look crazy. There's my stop loss. We're in the red right now. It's okay. We'll be back. It's a real account. You know how they're going to be like, is there a real account? Real account. Real account. Real account. Let's see what happens. USDCAD part 2. It's literally been 24 hours since I opened the trade. Real account. Blah, blah, blah. This is where we were yesterday. Just wait, baby. This is where we were yesterday. And then I said, I look crazy. Hey, it's my video. Okay, let's go. No longer in the negatives. Let's go. 365. Hope you guys are doing well. Talkative baby. Just want to show you guys risky trades. These are the trades that we spoke about. We're selling USDCAD the whole week. Now I'm in a short-term buy. This is what I'm looking at, right? Climbing this thing. Crazy stop loss hunt. I'll show you this on the computer later on. But this thing literally tried to find me, man. It really did. I got very lucky there. I literally got lucky based on spread. Do you understand? Literally, I was going to be stopped out had it not been for spread. And then when price left, I then moved it a little bit down to just kind of give me some room to breathe. But it's more of a 1 hour time frame trade. I really hope we can close this during the New York session. You can even see I'm not even willing to hold it up to the top. Even if we cut off here, I'm fine with that because it's quite... I don't want to be in trades over the weekend for next week. I want to start fresh trades on this portfolio. We've gotten this account back up to like 6,000. Not too bad. So what I'm going to do is moving forward, I think from next week, we can then go back to the how to 2x, how to 5x your account series. We got that account up to about 24,000, if I'm not mistaken. So then we'll be moving towards that. So let's see if we can push the 24K account to like 50. And then we'll come back to the 6,000 US dollar account and then push it to, I don't know, 12. So we'll start off with just by trying to double it. We started this off from 2. But anyways, USDCAD buy going well. There's another trade that I gave you guys on the Telegram group. Sorry, baby. Right, pound USD, pound JPY. Right, sell trades on the H1. That's what it looks like. Right. Again, I'm taking profits in the middle because I don't want to hold these trades for long. Okay, guys, baby's going crazy. Oh, baby. Right, see, on the 1 hour time frame, there's an order block just above it. Right, bye, guys. Gotta go. Wait, did I do it? Just in case you're wondering, it's a real account. It's a real account. Right. Let's go for a walk. Let's go. Right. So there we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so this is my live account, guys. So let's just quickly remember USDCAD were on Monday we're in a long-term sell, and I explained why. So swing trades gonna sell, 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 sell. Then I took profits on an H4 demand where I thought price was gonna react, and it did, right? And I said I'm buying. And then I bought here. You can see there's my first buy. There's the auto trade. I'll show you where I bought my live account, etc., etc. Bought here, and then price kind of like dwindled all the way down to like 10 a.m. yesterday, Thursday. Am I right? Yeah, Thursday. And then I bought again, I think yesterday, not today. Was it yesterday? Yeah. So I bought again at about 7 p.m. yesterday, right? So because price was just struggling to go up and it was creating lows. So I took another buy there, right? I was trying to buy this bullish engulfment pattern here. Price dipped a little bit. And then throughout the night and into the London session today, price went up. But when markets did this, so if you're in my class right now, we've just completed week 3 of the course. You'll notice that we've just done the different areas of value. Okay, remember that, different areas of value. And we've been speaking about this concept of original turns. Yes, we've been doing on the governing time frame. This is why I say everything that I'm teaching on the governing time frame will be applied on the smaller time frame. Put an original turn here. Once I get an original turn, my mind goes on defense. What's the original turn for? Is price just retracing? If it's retracing, that's fine. But if the original turn is markets are preparing to make a move against me, I need to think fast. So once I saw that, I quickly took all my stop losses that were outside, and then I went into protective mode. So you can see the red auto arrow here is where I exited, right? On both trades, I got stopped out here. And I put them, I always put when I'm locking profits, I always try and find the next order block, right? So you can see this order block did try to hold price. You can see there was hidden demand here, but it was not good enough. Market efficiencies, markets filled the wick, right? Then price rallied onto this demand here, and then eventually price broke through. Had I just been stubborn, not paying attention, and just held this buy forever, my first buy, which was somewhere here, I would be in the red right now. My second buy will be the only positive trade running on very little profits, right? So it's very important to know when to get out. All right. Now, why would we get out? Why is price falling? I want to show you a couple of things. Oh yeah, by the way, you see this account? 1,000 to 6 now, 1,000 to 6,000 US dollars. So it's kind of growing. I'm going to push it all the way to 24,000. You remember account, the first other account that I've been doing, my how to 2x, how to 2x, 3x, 5x, 10x your trading account on our YouTube channel. We got that account about 24,000 and something. We will be getting back to that series. All right. So right now, I just want to quickly grow the second account on the same broker so that I can start to hedge myself. All right. So as soon as that happens, I'll start recording, I'll start uploading, partly that series. But I wanna quickly, as aggressively as possible, grow this account, and it's going quite well. Now, the main thing, what I want to do in this video, so it's not too long, is to just give you guys an intraday thing that I picked up, number one. Number two, I want to just give you a full analysis of USDCAD, right? So that people understand, why would something like this happen? Why was I able to say USDCAD is a risky buy? Don't get into it, right? Get into it knowing when to get out, right? So what did I see on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, which allowed me to do this? So I'm just going to quickly scan here on our public Telegram group, right? Our public Telegram group is where I post all these signals and all that kind of stuff. Right, so I literally got done filming a breakdown of USDCAD. Okay, that's just now. Risky buy, USD risky buy. I'm taking profits. It's been great. All right, so this was me telling you guys at 3:30 that I'm taking profits. I'm not deleting this pending order. So this was in the pending order was coming. So I was like, look, man, there's a pending order. It's high risk, right? Because it will be done in the landing session. I'm risking 1% of the profits because we'd already started selling in the group, blah, 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 blah. And I'll try and hold it up to the 1 hour supply created yesterday, etc., etc. Let's find the charts. Let's find the charts. USDCAD, photo, USDCAD. There we go. So this was when the trade idea was given. So here I showed you guys a picture of the dollar index, DXY chart. Price was running into a supply. USDCAD price was running into a supply. These are identical twins. One of them is a primary market. It's the DXY. The dollar weighted index will control a chart like USDCAD with massive accurate correlation. All right, so it's very important to have. It's nice to know if you understand, if you can read your DXY chart, which is through supply and demand, you can always predict what's going to happen in USDCAD. It is my favorite pair to use when I want to grow accounts, USDCAD, because there's no sneaky stuff. The dollar is weak. You see it in USDCAD because DXY is weak. If the dollar is strong, you see it in USDCAD because the dollar is strong, etc., etc. Right? So I'm just saying these trade ideas, I do post them. I do give them to people on our public Telegram group, right? And we did a poll to see, if there's utility value from that, right? So let's quickly go back to the charts because I want to break this thing up. I want to show you. You see this arrow here, right there. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame because you're gonna see better, right? I'm just gonna put this info line. This arrow was 4 p.m. on the 23rd. This arrow here that I've just drawn, this arrow here, I am marking this doji candlestick inside a demand, which seemed to have happened yesterday at 4 p.m. right? So just after I bought, that's why I bought again at 4 p.m. Let's scroll a little bit. Let's scroll. Okay, wait. Actually, before we scroll a little bit, let's just put in one more arrow. Today's arrow. We're gonna go do this on TradeView because TradeView is much more clearer and neater. You see this arrow here, this big red candlestick, and this would be the red candlestick, by the way, that took us out, that took me out of my buys. If I wanted to hold trades over into the weekend, I should have opened a sell immediately, right? 365 traders, we understand why. You see this? We understand why. Supply was created, markets went into target, markets are dropping. But you by now you should know I'm not trying to hold any trades this coming weekend. I want to just start this account clean. Any sells now are sell lows. I need to find primary supplies and very, very low demands, essentially, right? I don't want to be in a trap between smart money and retail traders during the week. Okay, so if I wanted to hold trades, if it was a full swing, I should have never closed my sales that I got into on Monday. I should just still be holding them right now. Okay, so this arrow for this big red candlestick that took me out happened today at 4 p.m. So a big bearish engulfing pattern happened today at 4 p.m. Yesterday on the 23rd, a bullish rejection sign happened again at 4 p.m. When I say back test, when I say study the charts, I mean draw your supply and demand zones and actually apply your mind. That's what I mean. But let's break this thing down. Now, in case you're wondering, why would look at this beautiful imbalance, Leroy? Why would this imbalance not work? Why would the buys run short? Why didn't markets make it up there? And honestly, to be fair, price did push. Price did its very best. It really did a very good job of trying to come back up here. Why wouldn't it make it all the way up? Because you've got a swing high and a swing low. When you have a swing high and a swing low, you can always predict the original turn, right? Original turn are turns that banks create in charts. Yes, great. Textbook definition. But can we predict when the banks are going to make an original turn? Absolutely. It's called a retracement. Swing high, swing low. You pull out anti-fib. There's anti-fib right there. You see that there? She's sitting perfectly here. Where's the swing? Somewhere here, sitting very perfectly on there. Okay, let's drop it just a little bit. There we go. Perfect. What happened? Market simply came for that golden ratio area. Look at it. Just literally shy of 61.8%. Price dropped. Right? It didn't need a supply on the 1 hour time frame or the H4 time frame to confirm it. Markets arrived at the right place for the discount is done. In this particular discount, because you're selling, markets managed to pump up 61.8%, which is a good place to sell. That's high enough to resell and then continue down because this market is still in a long-term sell. All right, so I'll prove that later on TradeView. But for now, once again, the candlestick that took me out 4 p.m., right? 4 p.m., that's the candlestick that just took me out right now. Let's do this on the 1 hour time frame. The candlestick that took me out right there is 4 p.m. Here, with yesterday at 4 p.m., another candlestick, which was confirming a bullish run. So that doji in the side of demand looks like there was rejection to the downside, prices going up, 4 p.m. I don't want to waste too much time. I don't want to waste too much time. You see this here? Let's draw another arrow. I'll do this on TradeView properly, but I just want you to quickly see it on a real account. This one here, right there, after the order block has been created, you see it, 4 p.m. You see this big one there? That's 5. The green one, 4 p.m. right there, right next to it, the order block. You see the order block? So this, I'm talking about this. You see this weird thing, 4 p.m. confirmation. Quickly. I'll do this properly on TradeView. I think I should just move to TradeView right now so that I don't double do it and then this video is too long. But I'm assuming you get the point. There's something about 4 p.m. on this particular chart in US markets. Now, I don't want us to be lazy, man, and be one of those people who always buy and sell Nasdaq at 3:30, and that always leads to tears, right? It literally is the funniest thing to watch. It always, guarantee you, always leads to tears, right? So let's quickly come back here to the 1 hour time frame. I don't know if I will do this all the way, only because of time, but I was saying to you, this particular bearish engulfing pattern happened today. Now it's 3 p.m. on TradeView. That's fine. That's fine. Each broker to their own. However they want to print candlesticks, that's 4 p.m. So we're going to go with 3 here. Let's see what happened yesterday with this one. See now, so now on TradeView it's 3, right? And that will make sense. Each broker will print and fill orders how they want. They'll all look the same with spread discrepancies. So here on TradeView is 3 p.m. On the broker I'm using it's 4 p.m. right? Important to watch. That's why I do double analysis on my real platform and on my analysis platform. But let's go with 3 p.m. here. So we've got 3 p.m. bearish engulfing today. Yesterday at 3 p.m. rejection to the downside, a reaction to demand, push confirming an upside, right? Let's see if we can find another 4 p.m. This is FOMC the other night, right? 4 p.m. just before the FOMC. Just before the FOMC, look at what happened at 3 p.m. Markets arrived at a supply. Just before, you see FOMC at 8 p.m., right? But at 4 p.m., at 3 p.m. on TradeView, which will be 4 p.m. on my live broker account, that's when price made contact with the supply. Please, somebody, just, I know you're going to watch this tomorrow or whenever I release the video. Let me know you already see something, right? So I'm not trading 4 p.m., 4 p.m., 4 p.m. I'm simply saying if price arrives at an area of value and it happens to be at 4 p.m. and it's a valid area of value, I know something's going to happen, right? But it's 3 o'clock stereo. Is that enough? 4 p.m. on my live, 3 p.m. here. I want you to get confused. But Leroy, is that enough? Is that enough data? Nah, it's not. Let's keep tracking. The previous day on the 21st, bearish engulfing pattern formed, 4 p.m. And then price rallied in and then dropped, came back in and then dropped. And then this is the first time at 3 o'clock, the price in the demand and came back. And then today, full circle, we're back to these 3 p.m. drops, right? So on a small time frame, you're trying to figure out the trend. We've got 1, 2, 3 supplies and 1 reaction to a demand. 3 supplies, I mean, it's obvious, right? Sellers are in chart. But let's keep tracking. Let's keep tracking the previous day. And I don't think we should, maybe not this 2 o'clock, this 3 o'clock. This is not really particularly amazing because really the real rejection happened at 2 p.m., right? So I don't want to take the data. Let's keep it moving. Not much happening there. This is the next day. Order block was formed. Big bullish rally here. Complicated 365 candles ensue. 3 p.m. Wait. I'm talking about this. I just want to make sure there's no confusion. So I'm talking about this particular arrow Y, because this is a bullish engulfing pattern with complicated 365 candles, right? At 3 p.m., markets explode. Again, guys, I want to stop because I think I've made my point. I just found this so particularly interesting. I'm looking for 3 p.m. Anything happened here? 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock? Not really. Okay, well, technically, yes, but not really. It's kind of like starts a consolidation. Not a big deal. Keep it moving. There's a 3 p.m. Yeah, I guess you could argue for the creation of a supply, but it's not really the best. So I want perfect hits. I don't want anything outside of perfect hits. All right, 3 p.m., markets create a value-based demand. Struggle a bit with the imbalance part, but nonetheless, markets rally around it and push for the day all the way up until about the next day, 4 a.m., etc. So this is important for intraday traders. It's not, for me as a swing trader, I could not be bothered. I really couldn't, right? Because any of these candlesticks could be forming the low of the day. I mean, I really couldn't be bothered. But for an intraday trader, this is your bread and butter, right? So a little slouch here, nothing too major. It did happen at 3 o'clock. It's perfect, but I'm not really ready to kind of like, write a whole book about it. The next 3 p.m. is here, surely. Yeah, definitely. Value-based demand, 3 p.m., which created a very beautiful demand, which you would have caught here. Remember I said I'm not too interested in this thing? Guys, oh God, man, I really hope, I just need one person to kind of like jump on this train. This value-based demand is created at 3 p.m. on the 10th of September. Then on the 14th of September at 3 p.m., price returns to it. 10th, 14th, 4 days later. 10th, 14th, markets come back, full circle, markets rally. Somebody, anyone, just one person who will run with this. Any intraday trader who's willing to run with this. Bearish engulf and supply created at 3 p.m. Price leaves. So remember, if you're an intraday trader, you're looking for some type of confluence on the 15 minutes, maybe, etc., etc. You could back test it. You could back test it, right? So I'll be pretty much, today is the 24th of September. I'm going to do the whole of September already on the 9th. Let's just finish the whole month of September. And then we're going to count how many arrows we have. Bullish engulfing pattern, markets spike all the way up, price comes back to it, then rallies, right? So if you're very good with this, absolutely you could have caught it. Otherwise, you could have just waited for price to come back to do a retest, which it did do a retest, and then markets left. I'm just tracking my supplies and demands, and what TradeView is telling me is 3 p.m. when the candlestick was printed. I'm on the 7th of September, so we're running out of time. 4 o'clock. 3 o'clock. Bullish engulfing pattern, 3 p.m. See this? 3 p.m. See this? 1, 2, same place, 3 p.m. Interesting. And then someone will be like, markets are random, you can't predict them. I'm not too excited about this one. I'm going to leave it. This is the 6th of September. The start of a turning point here, but as a 365 trader, my rules would take forever for them to be made, especially the imbalance rule. So I'm going to leave it, but it's there, 3 p.m., where price starts to turn for an uptrend. I just want to finish the month of September as promised, 2 o'clock, right there, supply created. Big drop. And we're now on the 1st of September, and boom, bullish engulfing pattern created on the 1st of September to start the month, right there. Sorry about the dogs. I will not even bother editing them out. They're just doing their job, man. Got a beautiful Rottweiler and a half bull, half Rottweiler. Then price came back to this thing and then sold off at 3 p.m. on the 2nd, the very next day, right? And then it goes on and on and on and on and on and on. Right. So I've done this on the 1 hour time frame, which for me felt like a very good place to start. The 1 hour time frame for me personally, because you can actually see, intraday moves, right? So you've got a demand, you've got a supply. You've got a demand, you got definitely a supply. You've got a reacting to a demand, creating a new demand, a reacting to a demand, all at 3 p.m. Then you've got leaving, creating an order block, and then leaving a demand at 3 p.m. And then you've got the creation of a supply, the reaction to the supply, another reaction to a supply. This is literally before the FOMC speaks, price gets to a supply, drops, FOMC tries to push price back. Push it back to what? What did the FOMC do? Guys, I've just released a video, by the way, breaking down the FOMC. He's very hawkish. He created a strong sentiment for the dollar, but he also gave it a date. He said the 4th of November, the 4th. So whoever was buying here is just emotional, right? This is an emotional buys. Yes, the dollar is technically, hawkishly, fundamentally now strong, absolutely. But markets have to continue their journey. Price was already leaving a supply, right? Let's break down USDCAD from like a trade view perspective, a war room perspective. Let's quickly break down. It's too many notes there. I hope those arrows thing that I just did helped you. So like a video idea I wanted to do so bad, right? Look at this chart. It almost reminds me of DXY. Only this one is just very much bruised and battered, right? So look at this. Price literally is leaving a demand, one would say, and I would agree with that. Definitely leaving a demand, number one. Number two, even though it's leaving a demand, it just recently got down encountering a supply, right? A supply, which in my humble opinion is now broken. It broke the supply, right? It broke the supply and is now moving up. But how far can it go? Honestly speaking, how far can it go? Because if this is the next supply, so we're going to say it removed this supply. If that's the next supply, let me make this a bit big for you. If that's the next supply, like that, which it is, then all I have to do is to add my area of competition, which I do, which is somewhere here. Now you can see how close. It makes sense why they would break this one, but you can see very, very real how close price got, right? Into claiming orders. Now, is the fresh touch done? Is it not done? Only time will tell. But price got very close to that supply. If you go now doing a multiple time frame analysis perspective, if you check the weekly time frame, markets are inside this supply. That has not changed for anyone. Markets are still inside literally this supply, all right? And this supply, although overtly or like really used a lot and class effect and it's about to break, blah, 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 they haven't broken it, right? And that's why this week we were selling like on Monday, right? The class effect is very important. Price had not yet left here, right? It was dinging, but this is the first time markets leave. This is the second time. So the first fresh touch that price comes back to, markets leave again. This is the retest, price really digs in, leaves again. So I do believe that this is short term, right? In terms of weeks to days, sure, very short term supply. Eventually markets will come back and break it, but they haven't broken it yet, right? So supply, weekly supply right now from a top down analysis approach is in chart. From a daily perspective, on this particular chart, we had a couple of things going. Right, number one, right, cool. We have this price leaving, price dropping, one, right? And then markets making it in here, two, very deeply, right? Very deeply, almost in search of every single sell order. Price dropping again into there, right? So if I do my Hakina Hashi and I get some moving averages, you can tell that there was a temporary supply created here by these highs, temporary, so to speak, but also matching exactly where the turning point is for this particular first drop here, right? So my whole point is supply. There's still a whole lot of supply, and if this doesn't hold price, then markets have no choice but to drop all the way down there. If this does not hold price, where price is right now, right, how markets are going to end this week right now, then price is allowed to fall all the way down to a far much more clear demand, right? There's a far much more turning point clear demand than this cluster here, which did not even meet the imbalance rule. So this thing is quite weak. On the H4 time frame, this thing is quite weak, right? So we bought this short term, and I was very clear on Telegram that it's short term and it's high risk, and you don't need it in your portfolio, because this week all our trades did extremely well. Well, not just this week, even last week, but you get my point. If you're tracking our trades, we had a flawless trading week if you followed all my instructions to the T because of such things. So this short-term rally, I wanted it to last till there, but I was never closed off of the fact that if markets just simply give me a retracement, 61.8 would be good enough for me, right? And that's what markets did. They came into 61.8 and then they sold today at 4 p.m. or 3 p.m. depending on your broker. The point is it happened. So now price should go down, should continue to go down. On the 1 hour time frame, one of the other dangerous signs that we knew that USDCAD was kind of like quickly weakening was the fact that markets actually broke this H1 demand first. Came in, broke it, and then went up after breaking it, right? So you don't break demands if your intention is to go up, right? But the last thing that I want to bring up is DXY chart, guys. Always consult your dollar index chart. Look what these guys did. And I put it up on the Telegram group. I said, guys, please go see what happened at 1 a.m. last night when you were sleeping. FOMC on Wednesday, pumps market. So markets leave on Monday. We're selling DXY, USDCAD. We're buying USD JPY because that's just how the correlation works. Also a brilliant, good trade, USD JPY. But market leave and drop. FOMC happens. I did say some type of support was created here. Look at this crazy candlestick at 1 a.m. For me, 1 a.m. South African time. This candlestick at 1 a.m. Price literally explodes from this support that's been created. I don't think there's a good demand. There's support that's been created, literally back into a supply. That's interesting. Fed is hawkish, number one. We know that's very, very bullish for the dollar. And now markets, every chance it gets when we're not paying attention or when we are paying attention or during a specific session is trying to weaken the supply. It's literally trying to weaken the supply. This was a massive spike into the supply just to ensure that glass effect starts sooner rather than later. And then markets dropped and then slowly but surely, pushing back up, etc. This chart is exactly what the USDCAD is reacting off, right? Literally mirroring, right, guys? So I mean, I want to keep the individual pair of videos as short. A lot of people said, they would like to see pair breakdown. So for now, I'm going to leave with that, right? You could do the exact same exercise, by the way, on the dollar, right? So it's actually nice to see what's going on. If you do the same 3 p.m. exercise on the 1 hour time frame, that would help a lot because you can actually learn about how price reacts to these areas of value and then start to find the positive correlations, right, guys? My name is Leroy James, my Siri. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're still here with me, let me know down in the comment section. Let me know what charts you'd like. Don't forget on Sundays, every Sunday, I go live 4:30 p.m. South African time, where we do a big what we call traders war room, where we break down charts and we come up with signals for the week. Our war rooms and the signals have been predominantly exceptionally accurate. It's completely for free, just to help traders. You can see my DXY on the 1 hour wants to go down. If my DXY wants to go down, my USDCAD is going to go down. There's like no two ways about it. If my DXY makes contact with the supply, my USDCAD is going to go down, right? But yeah, see you guys on Sunday. See 365 students, see you in the classrooms. See you guys in the public Telegram chat. Let's have a good day. Cheers. Happy Heritage Day. Cheers, everybody.